YouTube, what's going on? It's your man Uncle Demi, and I'm here again with another banger for you. I'm here with the Interior Force, right? The Interior Force. Basically, this is like your peer post score from last year. There's many variations of how people are now building this Interior Force, but you know, me being me, you know, I think I've made my Interior Force completely different than anybody else. I like to put in a lot of time and effort into figuring out what badges are the most important and how to utilize every single badge that you possibly can with the gameplay and the game style matching that, if that makes sense. All right, so you know I'm really big on that. I don't really feel like there's a need to have unnecessary badges. I feel like a lot of people, you know, go crazy with this Interior Force and don't truly think it all the way out as far as how, you know, does this really make sense? Like, do I really need this many badges, right? Or some of them need to have or like to have type. And I'm gonna show you what I mean by that. All right, so of course, let's get right into it, man. Let's get it. All right, this right here is probably the most popular pie chart that's being used right now for the Interior Force, and to be honest with you, I like it. I want to say it's the greatest, but I like it because of what it can bring from the shooting aspect. So this is what I went with. All right, of course, you know, you want to go with the strength and the vert. I wish there was another way to go, but there's not really any way you can really go besides going with your strength. And then instead of going here with the vert, what people are going with, you don't really need vert as a center, right? It's been proven by 2K Labs that the benefits of vert is only for guards, not centers. I repeat, the benefit of vert is for guards, not centers. All right, if you don't know that, subscribe to 2K Lab. Right, so what you really want to go is here, where you get strength and you have more speed. If you know about me as far as help defense, I'm very big on making sure you can help on the pick and roll. All right, you're able to hedge if need to hedge. You're able to switch for temporarily if you need to switch. Okay, so this is what we're going with. All right, now here, this is when things get really tricky. I know a lot of people want to do this. They just want to max all this out, and to me, it doesn't make sense to max everything out. You want to max out your close shot, you want to max out your standing dunk, and you want to get your post hook to 81. All right, that's gonna get you right at 16, and I'm gonna show you why you only need 16 badges. All right, here you want to max these out. Of course, your free throws, you want to get to 67. All right, and then of course you want to max out your post fade to 90. You have 18. That's all you need, and I'm gonna show you what I mean by that. You want to get to 52 on your pass accuracy, right? You want to max out your post move. You have 6 playmaking badges. That's all you need. Now you have 163 badges to get on your defense, which I was trying to make sure we can get as many defensive badges as possible, because this is where a lot of people lack at when it comes to the Interior Force. I have 9 defensive badges on my Interior Force, whereas a lot of people, they'll go up here, they'll max this out, they'll max all this out, and have like 20 some badges on each one of these, and then be straight trash on defense. 9 badges on defense is really good for a heavily favored offensive player. To be able to have 9 badges, it's, to me, I think that's a game changer. And that's why I went with the 9 badges, the 6 playmaking, the 18 shooting, the 16 finishing. All right, extremely solid build, obviously, and a definitely toxic, dangerous build on a 2v2 court, and a really good build in the threes and in rec, just because it's, like I said, it's a meta build, guys, so of course it's going to be really good, right? And I like the build a lot. It was a build that, like, literally, like, you know, I'll say maybe like a month in that I wanted to go ahead and make an Interior Force, and I made this build. But then, of course, I backed off and ended up going with the lob threat and then started the whole rare build movement. You know what I'm saying? So next, you want to go to the, you know, build. Of course, you want to be big on this. Of course, me, I like to go 7-1. I don't want to go too big to where I can't do much as far as my speed and acceleration. I don't want to go too small, right? I think 7-1 is just a perfect medium. It's just the same way as my paint beast. I'm sold on 7-1, and it doesn't affect your three-point shooting as much. You're at a 69. That's great. Then, of course, here you want to max out your weight to 290. because now all of a sudden that puts you at an 85 interior defense, which I think is great for a build that's so offensively sided. I think this is a pleasant surprise to be able to have an 85 defense, and you have an 85 post fade, a 90 post fade, an 85 post move, an 81 post hook. You can shoot. So I mean, like, to sit here and say like, yo, I can do all these things and I also can play great defense, I think that says a lot just about how good this build is and why it's such a prominent build on 2K. But at the same time, I don't really think a lot of people has made it like this, and I'm gonna show you why you should think about that. Now here you can go with rim protector or a post scorer, but of course we're going with the post scorer. Come on now. All right, and there you have it, your interior force. All right, interior force. Now we go ahead and get this to 99 real quick. Let's test this build out, and then this is where, like I said, things is gonna get a little tricky. Why I feel like you only need these amount of badges, and why you want to go overboard. Okay, so here's the thing, guys. All right, you can have 22, 28 badges, and then that means you're gonna lose on the defensive side, right? But let's be honest, what do we really need as an interior force, right? An interior force that's playing threes. This is what you'll need. All right, you'll go with your contact finisher, you'll go with your relentless finisher, you go with your putback, right? You go with your pick and roller, and then you go with your lob city finisher, right? This is what you'll need if you're going on the threes. Like, how much are you really gonna be back down somebody, drop stepping somebody, doing deep hooks, right? You're not gonna do a lot of that, obviously. When you're running threes, a lot of people you're gonna be up there setting screens for your guard so he can be able to get the threes up. If you're gonna sit there with interior force trying to back somebody down and score twos while the other team is launching threes, you're gonna lose. That's just simple math, right? So the interior force to me is more of a popular build on the twos, right, in the 1v1 court for obvious reasons. It's just that's where all the post scorers live, right? Going as a post scorer, then of course things change a little bit, right? So then your contact finisher is definitely gonna stay the same. But then here, this is when you go with your back down punisher and your drop stepper. I don't really see much of a difference between gold and Hall of Fame, so that's why I go with back down punisher, drop stepper, right? Then of course you always want to have your contact finisher, right? But then here I go with deep hooks and I go with pro touch, all right? Hall of Fame deep hooks, your best bang for your buck is silver, all right? Your best bang for your buck is silver. It's almost like corner specialist. Get deep hooks on gold, on silver, and you're a-okay. Get pro touch on gold. You can be able to do the post hooks, and then of course you can do your back down. And this right here is what I would feel like would be a great combination of badges to have for the 1v1 and 2s court. You can go with relentless finisher, but the thing is that, to be honest with you, there's something else that I feel like will offset this relentless, because the thing is when you're running twos and you're running on the 1v1, the relentless finisher is a not must have, it's a luxury type badge to have when it comes to this, because you're not a slasher. For a slasher, I'll say so, but for this build, you're not really going to be doing a lot of contact dunks. You're going to be trying to do a lot of fadeaways. You're going to try to do a lot of other moves around the basket, post hooks, so you don't need that. So keep that in mind, guys. I know a lot of y'all are really, really itchy that you always say, man, I can have 30 badges, I need this and that, but what badges do you genuinely going to use on a consistent basis on the twos, the threes, or in rec, all right? So that's why 16 is a good number. Now, here, 18 badges. Of course you want to go with your deep fades. You're gonna do a lot of fadeaways. Of course you want to have your hot zone hunter, right? You need that. Of course you want your range extender, okay? These 3 badges definitely need to be Hall of Fame. You want to go quick draw on silver, right? Then you want to get your catch and shoot on silver, right? And again, I'm talking from if you're running threes. Your pick and popper on silver. Why do you need these badges? Because a lot of times you're gonna be setting screens, and then of course once you set that screen, you're gonna pop or either roll, but since you can shoot it, most likely you'll pop, sometimes you roll. It's just a matter of how you want to play, right? So this is what I'll say you'll need for the threes or rec or whatever, or that type of deal, okay? Now when you're not using that and you're playing the 2v2 and the 1v1, you take these off. You don't need catch and shoot, you don't need pick and popper, obviously. Where do you go? You go to tireless score or tireless shooter. Why is that so important? Because if you're paint mashing down low and you're getting fatigued and you do a deep fade, or or you do a hook shot, this badge comes into play. All right, so hopefully now y'all starting to understand why you don't need so many different badges. Utilize your badges, treat these badges as if they're your lifeline, because you got to be able to allocate these badges properly to make sure you have enough badges across the board to where you have a well-balanced build. All right. Excuse me. All right, so next, you don't need a lot of badges here. Of course, you want to go with your post spin technician. Then of course you can go with your break starter, right? But this is what I say. When you're running 3v3 Pro-Am, I think a lineup like going like this would be great. I mean 3v3, I'm not sorry, yeah, Pro-Am, 5-0, 5v5, that type of deal. This right here would be good. But when it comes to running threes, all right, threes, go with needle threader, all right? Needle threader is OP. If you do not know that, there's many times when the ball's passed, I'm like, bruh, like, he definitely has needle threader. Like, my dude arms didn't even go up at all. All right, at all. Needle threader is really good. A lot of people sleep on that, but I'm seeing more and more people using it. A post scorer that has needle threader, there's nothing worse when you're in the post and you pass it out and the ball gets tipped and it's stolen. Like, that's annoying, but it happens a lot. Needle threader is really good. All right, now what about the 1v1? Again, a lot of interior force builds are on the 1v1. You take that off, go from postman technician, then get quick step. All right, you only need 6 badges here, guys. You need 6. All right, that's all you need. All right, so that's where I feel like you need for the playmaking badges. Again, guys, I'm talking, but this is my thought process. Hopefully y'all understand what I mean by not trying to have so many different badges here, because the thing is this: you could load these 2 up all you want, but then you're not going to have badges here, and then you're going to really lack here, right? So this is important to me. You got to be able to have the rebound chaser, right? Of course, you got to be able to have your intimidator, and then you also want to have your rim protector, right? This right here is good for the 1v1, right? The 1v1 court, okay? What would be taken away for the 3v3 is you want to take the rim protector off, all right? And then you want to go ahead and get your brick wall. 9 is great. I feel like if you try to go more than 9, you're just taking too many attributes away from other places to try to get, you know, the 12 badges that you would like to have. Like, it'd be dope to have 12 badges here, to be honest with you, so that I can get rim protector on go too, but it's just not going to happen. So 9 is going to have to work, but I feel like it's a perfect medium for this build, this interior force, because intimidator and rebound chaser, they're really dope. If you don't want to go, for some reason, if you don't want the intimidator, you want to go rim protector, you can do that too. I think they're interchangeable when it comes to a big. You got to be able to have the rebound chaser. If you're not setting, if you're not a screen setter, you know, and you're playing it, you know, a 2v2 or 1v1, or you got somebody that likes to ISO, so you don't have to worry about the brick wall, that's great, because then you can go here. All right. Now, if you want to go, again, like I said, you get a little bit deeper into this, you can take your rim protector off, you can take your intimidator off, and then you can go to moving truck, and you can go to post move lockdown if you feel like you want to be able to stop the other opposing player when it comes to doing their post moves on the 1v1 court. But hopefully you can see what I'm seeing about you only need 9 here, because it will take a lot of attributes to get you to 12, and you do not want to lose that. So I feel like this is the perfect interior force build. Hopefully y'all agree with me, but again, if you don't, that's perfectly fine, man. I like the, you know what I'm saying, open communication. I like to see what other people's ideals and what their visions are, but hopefully you're understanding that you only have a set amount of attributes. You have to use them correctly in order to get the perfect setup with badges, and that's what I'm trying to do here with this meta build series. All right, but other than that, guys, if you enjoyed this video, you know what you need to do. Please like and subscribe, you know, and of course, as usual, this meta build series is going to continue. Actually, what you need to do is wait to the end and click the next button, because if I'm not mistaken, I think there's another build that I dropped today. Go check it out. I'll talk to you later, man. It's your man, Uncle Demi. I'm out.
If he caught for a low, we gon' give it to him. Take the stop out the top of no transformer. Remember ducking and dodging on every corner. Doing flip with a beat like a mighty morpher. Told myself to get rich and go help.